What if the most dangerous lie you tell yourself isn't a big dramatic one, but a quiet, comfortable whisper that says, just one more day? You've been postponing the version of yourself you actually want to become, not because you lack ability, not because circumstances are against you, but because that whisper feels so reasonable. The Stoics had a word for this kind of slow self-betrayal. They called it the greatest waste in human existence. And Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in the ancient world, sitting in a cold military camp on the edge of the Roman frontier, wrote something to himself that you need to hear right now. Do not act as if you had 10,000 years to live. Death hangs over you. While you still can, while you still have time, be good. Do the work. Begin. Today we are going through 7 brutal Stoic truths that will shake you out of your comfortable delay and force you to confront what you already know deep down. Your time is running out, and you are spending it like it is infinite. Stay until the end, because the truth you most need to hear might be the one you would rather skip. Truth number 1. Time lost is life lost. Here is something almost nobody truly grasps on a visceral level. Time is not a resource. It is your existence. Every single hour that passes is not just a measurement, it is a piece of you, gone. The ancient Stoic philosopher Seneca said that life is not short by nature. We make it short by wasting it. He watched people around him protect their money, guard their possessions, lock their doors at night, and then hand their hours away to gossip, distraction, and meaningless habit without a second thought. That contradiction horrified him. Think about your last week honestly. How many hours actually moved you towards something real? How many vanished into a scroll, a show, a complaint, a daydream about tomorrow? The tragedy is not that those hours felt wasted while you were in them. The tragedy is that they feel normal. Wasting time has become the default human setting, and the Stoics saw this clearly thousands of years ago. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself constantly that every morning was a fresh opportunity that most people would sleepwalk through. He treated each day not as another day in an endless sequence, but as something rare and irreplaceable. Because it is. You will never live this specific Thursday again. You will never get another version of today to try differently. That is not meant to paralyze you with pressure. It is meant to wake you up with respect for what you actually hold in your hands right now. Truth number 2. Distraction is a form of slavery. The Stoics believed that true freedom had nothing to do with wealth or power. A person could own an empire and still be enslaved. Epictetus, who was literally born a slave, understood this better than anyone. He said that no man is free who is not master of himself. If your attention is constantly being hijacked by noise, by notifications, by the next piece of content, by other people's drama, you are not free, you are owned. Marcus Aurelius wrote about the danger of a scattered mind pulled in every direction like a puppet on strings. He saw how easy it was, even for him, even as emperor, to get lost in trivialities while real life and real purpose went unattended. The modern world has industrialized this problem. There are entire teams of brilliant engineers whose sole purpose is to capture your attention and hold it as long as possible. Every ping, every autoplay, every infinite scroll is engineered to make distraction feel like connection and time theft feel like entertainment. The Stoic response is not to rage against technology, but to practice ruthless ownership of your own mind. You reclaim focus the same way you build any other form of strength, deliberately, repeatedly, through consistent choice. Every time you choose to stay with the work when your instinct is to check something, you are exercising freedom. Every time you sit with discomfort, instead of reaching for a distraction, you are proving to yourself that you are not a puppet. That practice compounds. It builds the kind of mind that can actually create something meaningful. Truth number 3. Comfort is slowly destroying your potential. There is nothing wrong with enjoying comfort. The problem is mistaking comfort for a goal. The Stoics trained themselves in discomfort deliberately, not as punishment, but as preparation. Seneca pointed out that difficulty teaches lessons that ease never can. Epictetus built remarkable wisdom not despite his suffering but through it. He understood that struggle reveals character while comfort conceals it. Think about where you have gone soft. Maybe it is the early morning you keep sacrificing for extra sleep. Maybe it is the hard conversation you keep avoiding. Maybe it is the physical challenge you keep telling yourself you will get to someday. Each of those avoided discomforts costs you something you cannot see immediately. They slowly erode your tolerance for difficulty, your confidence in your own resilience, your belief that you are capable of hard things. And when real adversity arrives, it will arrive, you find yourself poorly equipped. Marcus Aurelius lived as emperor, but deliberately practiced simplicity. He ate plainly, slept without excess, and kept luxury at arm's length. Not because luxury was evil, but because he knew what dependency on comfort does to human strength. The path through discomfort is always toward growth. Every time you choose the harder right thing over the easier wrong thing, you are building the person who can actually handle the life you want to live. Truth number 4. Your excuses cost more than your failures ever will. Failure is a teacher. A painful one, yes, but a teacher. It gives you information. It sharpens your approach. It builds resilience through the actual experience of being tested. Seneca compared this to how friction polishes a gem. Without friction, the gem stays rough and unremarkable. Excuses do something entirely different. They cost you the lesson, the growth, and the attempt, and they compound over time in the most devastating way possible. One postponed attempt becomes a pattern becomes a decade becomes a life unlived. Marcus Aurelius had a simple directive for this. Waste no more time arguing what a good person should be. Be one. Not when things align. Not when you feel ready. Now. The Stoics had no patience for the gap between knowing and doing because they understood that gap is where potential goes to die. You already know what you need to do. You have known for a while. The question is whether you will keep reaching for a reason not to, or whether you will step forward imperfectly, awkwardly, and actually begin. Truth number 5. Every single no shapes your destiny. You cannot pursue everything. Trying to say yes to everyone and everything is not generosity. It is a recipe for a scattered, purposeless existence. Seneca wrote that if a man does not know which port he sails toward, no wind is favorable. Without a clear direction, every yes you give away to something unworthy is a piece of your destiny redirected somewhere that does not belong to you. Marcus Aurelius reduced his philosophy of time management to a simple instruction. Do what is essential, not what is requested, not what is comfortable, not what earns approval, what is essential. Learning to say no with conviction is one of the most powerful things you will ever do for yourself. It is not about becoming cold or closed. It is about being honest about what your time, energy, and attention are actually for. Truth number 6. Death is not distant. It is present. Memento mori. Remember that you will die. The Stoics meditated on this not to become morbid but to become awake. Seneca urged his readers to prepare their minds as if they had come to the very end of life and to postpone nothing. When you carry genuine awareness of your mortality, trivial arguments lose their grip. Petty comparisons stop mattering. The things you keep pushing to someday suddenly become urgent. Marcus Aurelius used this awareness not as a source of fear, but as fuel. It made every day count. It made every hour something worth honoring. Truth number 7. Discipline transforms ordinary minutes into extraordinary lives. You are not built in a single grand moment. You are built in the daily accumulation of disciplined choices. One honest hour of work, one early morning chosen over comfort, one focused conversation, one genuine effort. Repeated consistently, these ordinary moments become the architecture of a remarkable life. Seneca said, life is long enough if you know how to use it. Discipline is how you use it. Your time is not running out someday. It is running out now. And that truth is not your enemy. It is your greatest invitation. Stop waiting. Start building. The life you want is assembled from the minutes you are living right now.